Hello, traders. Welcome to the Monday live. Not Monday. I'm sorry, Wednesday live stream. Sorry, I just got done with the workout, so I'm like really out of it right now. But yeah, welcome to the FOMC post FOMC meeting. The interest rates did not change, and it doesn't matter. The market's sold off. The market's looking. I mean, the market conditions are deteriorating, technically looking worse and worse and worse. And yeah, maybe the index funds just look kind of bad. Like they look like they're going to sell off. Maybe we get a couple more buyer-inducing rallies before a bigger correction. But scanning through my like stock market watch list, dude, I'm like not even kidding. It looks like a great recession already happening on a ton of different individual assets. So we will we'll look at the markets, man. We'll do what we always do. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hopefully you didn't take on too many losses. Just to be real, things have not really looked good. Things are not looking good for the markets right now. They haven't been. For equities, it's been almost a no-go zone for months. So yeah, no skyline, lots of rain. It's very there's no visibility up here. I mean, it definitely looks like I am in a cloud right now, 600 plus feet up. I can't see anything anywhere. So it happens. But the weather is definitely indicative of the market vibes. Gloomy. And yeah, I'm not really depressed. I mean, I love this weather actually, so it's midweek, man, and we'll let's do this. Why not, man? All right, here's your Bitcoin. It was good, and then they pulled it back, and then we did lose the key inflections, and maybe in the coming days everything will be all right. But I am a lot more cautious on crypto in general until buyers recapture 73.8. You have to be. As you can see, Bitcoin somehow recoupled with the equities market. Yeah. That's it. That's the technical event. Not good. Evening star yesterday, I guess, on the breakout of the formal back test confirmed. But today, reversing. I guess you're okay until you lose 66.1. But not really ever a good day when buyers are up thrusting through resistance, and it's called an up thrust because they're unable to sustain or maintain prices above the key breakout point. We have now formally up thrusted because the up thrust is complete. When the buyers lose the breakout, they've lost it. Big yikes, dude. Okay, that's and
very bad, boys. Very bad.
That's the big one update, man. Not great. That's a bad event. Nick had a good day, man. Chip Flipper, I didn't even see. Let me check my email. Oh, dude, thank you so much for the $25 worth of Bitcoin, Chip Flipper. If you have a request, just go ahead and type it in the chat or something like that. I did get emailed. Yeah. Thank you, dude. 25.17. What's up, Elemental P? Oh, it's Wayne Batson, man. I own some ABS. Yeah, I took a shot. I took nothing crazy, man. Nothing like that's gonna be that. Not gonna be consequential either way. I did it for the memes. I did it because the structure looks so unbelievable. It's crazy. But yeah, like the markets look bad. Like we're gonna kind of be deep into that. I can look at Ethereum real quick. Didn't lose. It back tested the breakout points 2160, but very disappointing. Not enough demand to test 2400. So you're hoping it's a 2-day blip. It's an FOMC scare, hopefully, but you just got to understand if the equities market is having a bad time, if they're selling the equities, it's going to be tough to justify wanting to have exposure to crypto. Like, it's like, how does crypto do well in equities meltdown and break support and have, you know, a big once a year correction? It's going to be a tough time here, man. So cool that it broke out, but hopefully 2161 holds. Hopefully Bitcoin buyers can recapture 73,800. You're a long way off now. 71.1. Okay, not too much to care about. Same thing with the other cryptos. We can go to the bean. Get the S&P real quick. It's Zaid, man.
At Zaid Hamada super chatted $68.06 for education. Are we seeing a dragon on the 5 meters time frame on BTC? For my learning, Mitch.
Hype in the chat!
Zaid, thanks so much for the $68 super chat. You want to see a 5-minute dragon on Bitcoin? Well, I never look at the 5-minute ever because it's not a meaningful time scale, but I'll do it for you, man. Is that a dragon? I don't think so, man. See, I don't think, so Thomas Polkowski, you know, he's like the encyclopedia of chart patterns. He's the guy. He's the godfather of these. He's the one that put his life work and research into these. And we can, you know, like we can meme and identify structures on the 4-hour. Sometimes they play out. But what he says is patterns aren't even really valid unless you're identifying them on the daily minimum, the daily time scale minimum. So if we're on the 5-minute, I don't even if it looks like a dragon, I don't think it is. Because of exactly what he said. I think the time scale is too fast. You might look out and it plays out, but for me, I'm not a 5-minute trader. That is a day trader thing. That is a your trade is complete within the next 15 to 20, 30 minutes, whether it fails or succeeds. And I just don't know, because remember, the reason why we look to identify structures on the daily or weekly or monthly for that matter is because the guy that put all his research into it, that gave us the percentage outcomes of all his research, it was done by looking at the daily and the weekly and the monthly. Okay. So none of the research Thomas Bulkowski or other people did, it was not done on the 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute. It wasn't done then. Do you understand? So it's like, how can we know we have an edge by identifying structures on the 5-minute if the people that like found out what these patterns even were and what they represented psychologically, if all their research was done on the daily and beyond? So I don't think you can even say that there's an edge on the 5-minute literally ever. Yeah. What, Jeremy Ragsdale's here? What? For real? I didn't see him. So that's Zaid. I don't know if that makes sense, man. But thank you so much for the 68. And then Vegas Claw, thank you so much for the $2 super. My place, never been my place, never will be my place. You got to understand, like, funds, like home offices, hedge funds, they don't look at the 5-minute, dude. The lowest time scale they'll go is 4-hour. Okay. That's it. No one, like, with real money, managing real money, is looking at the 5-minute, bro. Like, I get it. There are YouTube traders that are doing it, and it gets people's adrenaline going. It gets views and clicks. There's virality to it. But in the long term, is there really money to be made? I don't know, man. Like, probably not. Probably not. So I would just say, if you're watching me and you care about what I say, you're never looking at the 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute. You can look at the 60-minute just to see how the 4-hour looks, and then you look at the 4-hour to see, you know, if you're ever using the 4-hour, the daily setup, ready to roll. It's pretty much actionable. You look at the 4-hour to see even more confluence with the daily's prime entry. If that makes sense? Like you've got like a well-established like inverse head and shoulders that maybe has like forms of accumulation beyond it. And it looks ready on the daily, but then you go to the 4 hour and there's something even better. There's like something that is saying the exact same thing that the daily 12 hour 3 days saying. So your daily, it's primed. It pretty much looks ready to roll. You look at the 4 hour, dang man, there's some sort of signal right there, an entry that's telling us, like, you know, you see more price action correlation to that key level that you could already see on the daily. It looks even better on the 4 hour. That's how you'd trade it. But you would have to have the daily backing it up, right? You wouldn't just be trading the 4 hour with nothing on the daily. Okay. Anyway, since you're 5 minutes, that's our time spent on the 5 minutes. Hype for the dragon. We have no idea if it's a dragon. It can look like a dragon, but will it have the reliability of a dragon on the daily? No.
Thank you for the education, sir. I watch you since 2020. Not looking to take action. I'm looking to learn more about it.
Fantastic, Zaid. Thank you so much for the 20 right there, man. That's 98. Wait, no, 88 on the day, man. Good number. 886 contribution total. All day traders use a 5 minute. Absolutely, right? Again, it's not my world though, right? Like you're watching a live stream. You stepped into a world that is not the day trader's world. I am a swing trader, position trader, always have been, always will be. It allows me to live my life and stream and you know, crap post, you know, on X and in the Discord and talk to y'all. Like day trading is a different game that a lot of day traders have over many years switched from day trading to primarily swing trading, position trading, because algorithmic trading, high frequency trading has become so insane. You're just trading against bots that are like literally sniping you automatically on the order book on the level 2. People can do it though. People can. I just like, right. I mean, I'm sure they do it and they can do it consistently. It's a lot of work, man. A lot of work. And you don't have to put in that much work. As much work as a day trader. I don't think.
Plaza, can Bitcoin treasury company memes becomes dreams?
Probably not. WebDev Newbie? No, I don't think any digital asset treasury company is going to become a dream for you. That happened. It was a flash in the pan. It was the MicroStrategy time. It was late 2024. And then it was over. And now they are just kind of garbage. There are no animal spirits. There's no higher highs, higher lows. The trend's against you. They all look like trash, man. Yeah, man. I just, ASST, all of them, man. Isn't that Vivek Ramaswamy's little fund or whatever? Like you have ABTC, like Trump's thing, Eric Trump's. I'm a Bitcoin treasury company. It's like, it's garbage. It's down 99% from when they acquired Hut 8, or when they changed it to when Trump assumed and acquired ABTC. It wasn't ABTC, it was some other company. And so, yeah, they like reverse mergered it. That's what some of these people will do. They will buy companies that are already publicly traded so they don't have to go through the IPO process. And yeah, that's ABTC. That's probably that was probably Metaplanet. I think Metaplanet, they did the same thing, reverse merger, no IPO. It was already a company. It was a zombie company. So many zombie companies. I guess so, Ravi, man. I guess so. MicroStrategy will return one day. I mean, like when Bitcoin returns, MicroStrategy will return too. We're looking at Bitcoin right now, and it's just like, this is, you just don't know, because the trend is established as down. We just don't know what we're looking at in a way. Like we know there was a crash. There was another crash, and it's almost to a T right now identical. Like there is no difference between late November to early January to February 7th to today. Like You just don't know if we're just bear flagging right now. It looks like it. And they could take this effing thing to 81K, 82,000. They could take it as high as you freaking want, man. However you want to anchor 1 and 2 and yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3 touches on the top. I love that. 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. So it could just be we're getting like it might last another month. You don't know how long this bearish consolidation will last. The one in 2022 that looked like this was 90 days. This was 50 days, and we don't know. Like 50 days, 90 days, probably. How deep are we into this consolidation at this point? Not very deep. So 40 days, my God. We're 40 days into consolidation that might be bearish. You can't have any confidence when you're breaking out and then failing like immediately, and you're back below the breakout point. Once we get back above 73.8, I feel a lot better about it. But then at that point, I probably want to keep this plotted, and we want to really be checking on 77.6 now, if this is the way we're going to anchor the channel. So please no more bear flags. Yeah, well, all we can do is report how it is. It's freaking bad, dude. It's real bad, isn't it? See, it would be hopeful if we could get some sort of leg down, and then if we got the leg down on Bitcoin, it would be promising, because Bitcoin, oh no, Bitcoin's at 50K or 45K or something, and then the RSI looks like that. That would be promising. It would be like a dragon, a slightly local lower low, or not slightly, but it should be a lower low, and then you'd have seller exhaustion on the freaking daily. And so that's the problem. Look what they've done. Like, it's so bad, man. Like, they have rejected the bullish control zone threshold. They did that. It's confirmed now. Like, they're rejecting it. They have done that before. Like in September, they did that. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's just, ugh, what a bad market. I can't wait for a party market again. We'll get it one day. Money printer's gonna go burr at some point again. It just might be a year or two. It might be a while, dude. I don't know. It just sucks. Audio seems low. You can't hear me, chat? Let me, oh yeah, maybe I need to change something. Crap, man. I always say audio check. Okay, I don't know if this is any better. I just, somehow my OBS volume was like down. I don't know if this helps or what, but let me know. Bitcoin hype, meh. The Bitcoin hype isn't really that great, man. I'll be real, as a streamer, like seeing 120, 126K, like there was not much hype at all. Audio's fine. Seems okay. Oh, it's just okay, G-Dog. Dang, man. Okay, so we can look at the S&P 500. All they did was run the price to 67.71, and they tested it as resistance. Today we got a bearish engulfing candle and confirmed lowest daily candle close of 2026, and another daily candle close, unfortunately, below the 200-day simple moving average. Those are not good pieces of data. Those are bad things. All right, it was a perfect bearish back test too. So gross, man. You better pray. I mean, a rally could happen, but until now, at this point.
Sharknonymous tipped $25. Hope you well. M's weekly please and thanks. Saluting face emoji, folded hands emoji, wine time.
Thanks so much for the folding hands emojis, Sharknonymous. Thank you so much for 25. We'll certainly look at that asset, okay? Thank you, dude. Nothing good ever happens under the 200. Yes, that is correct. Unless it's fake out. But see, they already did the reaction. Typically, you'll get like initial reactions, bots, algos, scalpers. It already happened. It happened, and it was the worst thing you could have dreamed of. Typically, when a V shape after hitting the 200. Nope, that didn't happen. Formal bearish back test the key levels. The lowest high of this distribution phase was set in. That's it. That's terrible. The other issue is the way your oscillators look. Your negative momentum is building again, and there is in no way does this look actionable for long. Oh my God. Like the RSI is clearly in the bearish control zone. It's below 40. Below 40, just sitting at 37.5. There's so much downside potential that the sellers really want to push this. Okay. That's not fun, man. And again, just understand FOMC jitters, they, dump, man. Oh my God. And tomorrow we get a huge short squeeze, of course, because that's typical stuff. Until at this point, this is, hey man, you're here watching the stream. Like, I'm trying to help navigate until buyers are able to take out 67.71 on the bids, right? You got to be really careful here. Risk averse. That's a piece of data, and that's a very bad one. And again, that piece of data will be invalid when buyers take it back above 67.71. You start pivoting above that level and then running again. But for now, terrible. Very bad, boys. Very bad. NASDAQ, exact same situation. You had a close right at the 200, but they haven't broken that support yet, which is like 24,252. But the lower highs, you go to the lesser time scales and you can see how terrible it is. Like there's just, wow, another lower high, another test and failure at the 200 some moving average. It's the lowest high of the entire distribution phase. The lowest high since they put in the buying climax high in October. This was it locally. So it's just, maybe they pivoted here in a rallies and you're lucky, but this is bad, man. Bad price action. Indicative of a multitude of market participants offloading their positions. Okay. Not so aggressively, like it's because it's so methodical and it's been happening over such a long period of time, but there is evidence of aggressive distribution on particular assets, individual assets. Like Broadcom is a great example of aggressive distribution. But yeah, it's methodical, it's choppy, it's like every time they rally it and make a 886 lower high, that is really tough for anyone on both sides. Yeah, that's right. We've been in a time not to lose money period for months now. You've been actively involved in equities or for the past, year to date, you're probably down money. You're probably not up. So commodities though, it's where it's been at. Commodities have been the dream. Kicking myself, man. I should have been short on silver. It was such a slam dunk on the ZSL, but I just I don't know, man. I'm real risk averse now because the year's been made. Like I'm done. Like I got it in right mind and conscience to take $3 million and just throw it into a money market account for the next month or two and just sit on my hands and do nothing. Because the worst thing you can do in moments like this, if you had big wins, is overtrade, mess around, try to get cute. You try to short some, and then a huge squeeze happens, and yikes, man. And then death by 1,000 cuts starts coming after that. So, yeah. Okay, we can look at Dow Jones real quick. Dow Jones 30, USD. Nasty bearish engulfing candle, lowest daily candle close since November, lowest close of 2026. Another daily candle close cracking below the 200 simple moving average. Very bad. That's not what you want to see. There was nothing about this that made any sense anyway for longs. It was crazy. It corrected at the 1618. It did it. They did it, man. It's woods, man.
At Wits97 super chatted $49.99.
Let's go, dude.
Appreciate how active you are even in rough markets.
Woods, man, there's a 50, dude. Thanks so much.
Nat Gas Plaza.
Yeah, it pumped today, didn't it? Mark? Sorry, I was looking at a lot of equities today and just status. I didn't see gas. Yeah, well, Wits, man, rough markets, but there's been opportunity. The U.S. oil trade was handed to you on an oil silver platter. Like, it was like there. It hit all 4 targets in like 6 weeks. So you just had to have a mindset of, hey, man, I'm commodities, bro, from silver to oil. That was the way. That was it, man. It just sucks. The macros look bad. And anytime the index funds look bad, it's like typically... Yeah, we can look at outlier equities that have good harmonics and setups, but dude, they're probably not going to be playing out imminently if the macro keeps doing what it's doing. It's just not going to, it's going to fail. It sucks. It's a crappy situation. But like anytime your equity, you're in, it's all about the index funds. And if you're looking at index funds, this is just like maybe a learning lesson. When they're at 1618 extensions after just unstoppable rallies that began after the tariff crash concluded, 1618, you know you're paying all-time high premiums on index funds. And it's like, man, that's maybe a correction territory. I mean, look at the Dow Jones. Since the golden mean ratio was achieved to the dollar, down 9%, okay? And same thing with the other index funds, S&P and NASDAQ. Like, when those are happening, it's probably a good idea to not be messing around with any equities, individual equities. Because it's just like, oh, it's some random stock called LAES. It looks good at this support. They've been holding it pretty well, but then like the index funds start dumping, and then that nasty beta comes in, that high sensitivity, low market cap stuff really hits you hard on those lesser thans. Yeah, it's that's what makes it tough, dude. Like, you can have good setups, but not if the index funds look overextended and they look like they're going to correct. Just know that your setup on equities connected to the index funds probably not going to be good. It's probably not going to be inverse of the index funds. Yeah, that's a crappy thing. That's just something to, like, you know, remember next time. Very bad price action today on the Russell 2000. As you can see, the old all-time highs from October were formally regarded as resistance, and then a bearish engulfing candle. But, you know, you're right around 2463. You're still above the 200. Can't say that about the other three index funds. They're below or at the 200. So you got that going for you for now, which is nice. But don't lose 2463, because that's the old all-time high from 2021 and 2024. Losing that, and you're looking for 2350. So not a good day on the index funds. It was down almost 2%. Nat gas, engulfing candle. It'll be dumb to short the S&P 500. If you want to short these index funds, man, I would if the market conditions were favorable for downside, I would rather just find the absolute best individual stock to short if I could. Index funds do get so choppy, and there's just so much connected to them. I'd rather just look like, so for instance, okay, here is AVGA. This is AVGO, Broadcom, man. Like, okay, and when I was talking about aggressive distribution, so this is clearly like some Quasimodo effed up, screwed up looking head and shoulders pattern, but it's worse. And why is it aggressive? Why is this such a strong, potentially strong bearish setup? Because like on a traditional head and shoulders pattern, when the neckline, the collar's being manufactured, right? We see it at 318, 325 there.
A long-term long or short trade other than corn, please.
Well, here you go, Zaid. Here you go. Here's Broadcom for you. All right. Thank you, dude, for the super chat. So why is it such a strong setup? Because if it was a typical head and shoulders, there would have been enough demand by the market participants to go rival the previous highs, the left shoulder, right? And then maybe even your complex part goes up and rivals 376. But there was such a lack of demand on the asset that the market participants were unable or unwilling to do that. So you had a substantially lower highs. And as you can see, they put in the lower highs. Oh boy, that's real bad. Then a lower low comes in, breaking support temporarily, sign of weakness. Okay. And then a rally ensues after, and then you can see really what happens. That rally was, it concluded lower than the previous local high. And then you had another sell-off, breaking support zones, which is very real, but they recaptured another sign of weakness. But then that rally you got just rivaled the previous local high. So that's a form of confirmation of way less than before, Okay, so I think it's aggressive distribution ongoing right now on Broadcom. You broke the 200-day simple moving average. And here's the thing about it. Like, it's not the best entry right here because it just broke down and it could collapse imminently, but they could short squeeze it to buyer-inducing rally, and I could understand because it's not easy. These markets are not easy. Like, even if you got some bullcrap rally tomorrow, the coming weeks or whatever, coming days, they could run this thing to 342 a couple times and then it breaks down. And you just got to remember, if there is a rally, as long as the rally concludes below 353, you have a valid short idea, a valid, extremely bearish setup going on here. Okay. Invalidation above 352.75. So that's the short idea on Broadcom. And then look, it's like a clean slate. It's beautiful for just a common retrace, right? You get the lowest point to the highest point, and you could say, oh, we've already hit a 382 once and twice. Okay, you hit the common retrace zone once and twice. And what happened after? Oh, just the lowest highs of the distribution campaign, possibly. So that means most likely they're going to exceed the 382, and you're going to see a 50% retrace, but there's no confluence at the 50. So you're looking probably for a 245, 250 target on Broadcom eventually if this all plays out. So that's like the idea. That is my idea on a big tech semiconductor that had an incredible rally, but lately, locally, you're seeing the change of the tide. The buyers had control of the asset clearly, but then the sellers assumed control of the momentum of the asset with the extremely lower highs than previous highs, confirming more and more, less than before. And today, confirming another bearish breakdown below the inflection zone or neckline.
Thank you for all the info.
Hey, going ham. Thanks for the 10, dude. Yeah, thanks for being here, man. Thank y'all for watching, dude. Dudes, peoples. Yeah, man, it's like, it's just alpha stuff, like alpha, like the definitive term, like using alpha, like education, psychology, right? Trying to like, we don't talk about like assets like, dude, Broadcom's dumping, dude. No, it's like sellers are dumping Broadcom. When you start looking at it, sellers and these charts are just representative of buyers and sellers, not the asset itself. So you want to like use your verbiage and describe anytime you're looking at technicals as the buyers and sellers, not the chart itself. Like it's personified, like it's Broadcom's a thing and it's selling. It's like, no, people are selling it. Lower highs and lower lows and temporary breaks of key levels with lower highs after. Those are like signs of weakness. I mean, all that stuff is psychology. So it's nasty to me. It looks like a prime setup, and it will remain a prime setup until, right? Because it's not certain. It's prime as a setup until buyers ever recapture 351.75. Okay, that's the invalidation point of the bearishness. But really, they could even take it to freaking 386 eventually, and it could still be awful. Okay, anyway, that was for education. That was for Zaid. Zaid is the super chat Jesus today. He's tipped like $100. He's the stream Jesus, I guess, right now. Okay, we can go to we look gold. Hey man, hey, remember gold didn't look good, and maybe the party was over, and it was. More downside. You saw a nasty sell-off. Almost 4% losses today. It was the lowest daily candle close on gold since February 5th. And there's no real formal support here. They could rally at short squeeze, up and down oscillate. But any rally's most likely going to conclude lower than 52.50. And once it concludes, wherever they take it, you're eventually looking for a $4,500 to $4,600 target. A couple swing lows, swing highs. And that's about it, man. Like that's, yeah, typical blow off top behavior, dead cat bounce. But hey, man, it was an awesome dead cat bounce. It was more like a dead lion bounce, okay? Because they took it to a 78% retrace, created the rising wedge, broke the rising wedge, but immediately whipsawed. And that's when you, like, typically when a breakout of a structure happens on one side and immediately it rejects and breaks down, that's probably the direction of where that structure is going to take you. Okay. It could have just been easily, they break down out of the wedge and then recapture the structure and then break out. Then it's like, you're probably looking for, oh, we're going way higher, but they whipsawed the upside, liquidity grab, then dumped it. So nothing surprising here on gold. Remember, late stage dynasty fell into the bearish control zone for the first effing time since December of 2024. Wow, that's notable. It's been a long time, man. And there you go, right? Something that hasn't happened in what, a year and a quarter happened today on the daily. Highest level of negative momentum seen on gold in history, just because the price is so high. There you go, man. Two things not great on the oscillators. Big yikes. Silva, this is the one that seemed worse because of the dead cat bounce behavior. It was a perfect, this should go in a textbook one day. They could be like, hey, remember Silver Friday? Well, remember the rally that ensued after Silver Friday eventually that concluded with a 53% rally from the high to low, and then a dark cloud cover caught a confirmation candle after, and they rallied a little bit, but it was just a bearish back test of 88 and change. And that was it, man. Dead cat bounce. And it looked kind of like a bearish consolidation structure in a way. It started turning into that where you omit, can't remember how I had it plotted. You omit some parts. It was on another time scale, I think. But yeah, you do something like that, and then it's just, okay, it broke down. It was like a massive bear flag or something. So it'll rally, you know, there's going to be so much volatility on these, man. I'm telling you, you're not trading. If you're trying to take longs or shorts on gold or silver right now, you're not trading. The only thing you could have done is looked at the ZSL and had conviction. That's it. Because that thing was unbelievable. I'm kicking myself that I didn't believe more, because it's a 2-time levered ETF. It was unbelievable, dude. It literally was. I cannot believe this. It's like a legendary Gartley. I mean, it is just unbelievable. This implied that silver was effing effed, and it is playing out like silver is effed, and silver is effed. It's unreal. I would think you're just targeting for the C point and the A point. So it's like 28, 30 to $30, which is insane. Nothing crowded about a silver short. Everyone's too busy being all in on oil. Yeah. All right. So I think Broadcom, though, hey, that's great setup. Probably a lot of good short setups. You want to see something stupid? Okay, because we're just kind of going off the cusp here. One of my buddies sent me this. Dude, I know this is a 3-time levered ETF, but look at LABU. This is the 3-time levered bullish biotech sector. Look how beautiful this structure it is. You can't even make up how godlike this structure is. Lowest daily candle close of 2026 today of the entire structure's development, going on 4 months. Oh, look at the complexity, complex head and shoulders pattern, and 177.40 to 188. You can't even believe this. Look left. Oh, it's just the top of a range from February 2023, March 2024, February 2024. How perfect the setup is for a lower, meaning like, oh, it looks like biotech's about to get wrecked. And then maybe it just goes through a common retrace from the lowest low to the highest high. Yeah, it comes down. Maybe it comes back to 90. That would be insane, because when they broke it, they never confirmed it in October of last year. So it just seems like maybe Lab U is overdue to dump. I mean, find me a structure more incredible than this. I mean, how beautiful it was. You know what this kind of looked like, which is so weird? My inner autism's coming out. Copper. Ooh, My God, the Head and Shoulders, if it wasn't real, it became confirmed real today or yesterday on the breakdown, down 5%. Nasty. So nasty. They couldn't do any time above 580, 588. You see right there the swing highs from July last year. Look at how the price action actually correlated to these levels in the end. Look at that perfect bearish back test. My God, the beauty of it. So you can't tell me there aren't structures out there. Visible on the daily, not the 5 minutes. Labubu. Labubu's wrecked, man. That's right. Take him to the lab. Look again. Silver up 1% because it was destroyed. Yep. Weird world we live in. Okay. Very real weirdness going on. We can look at these Mag 7s. You're not going to like it for the most part. You're going to hate it. You're at the Men's Warehouse, but it's the inverse Men's Warehouse, okay? You're morbidly obese at Men's Warehouse, but unfortunately, no matter what kind of suit you put on, you're going to look terrible. I guarantee it. Trademark. So we'll start with the worst, which was Amazon, down 2.5%. Mother of God. It's just bearish consolidation. Look at the price action. This level's real, and are they really doing this? Like, no way. They're just not letting the level be broken. The swing high from November 2024, January 2025. You can see it was resistance before, reversal in May of 2025. Support, support, support. It's now resistance. Are you kidding? It's so pathetic. So weak that they just can't even break that level because there'd be gap fill targets up there. They can't even do it. So it's like, isn't it already over for Amazon until you recapture 280 or 215, 216? It is over. God. So that's what I'm saying, man. Inverse Men's Warehouse or whatever. Oh God. 1776 tip doesn't work anymore. Grub man, does it even work? Period. It should work. Should agree. I didn't even see it, man. Oh, Grub, I see it. Did it not play? I didn't hear it. Let me replay it. Bro, that is so weird. It is not playing. Grub man, I'll have to look into that. I don't know what that means. Let me refresh the cache and try one more time because everything else was playing. Yeah, maybe it's broken, dude. No way. It still should have generated. Oh, yeah, it is broken. The audio is broken and the visual. It still should have shown the tip, though. Yeah. Grubman, thank you so much for the 1776. I'll figure that out. Sometimes these GIFs break in Stream Elements. I don't know what to tell you, but much love, man. He said, though, in the TTS, he said, ZSL gang. Yeah, dude. You got to look at this and be like, I am a harmonic bro. It was a dream of all dreams, and the dream is coming true once again. No way. Up 8.39%. Thank you, dude. So we'll get back to these Mag 7s, though. How's Regeneron doing, man? You haven't been laid off yet, have you? Because like everyone in the world's getting laid off from every job that exists on Earth. So I hope not. Here's your Microsoft. We come to these assets, the Mag 7s, like daily on stream, and we're discussing the weakness, right? The shooting star, talking about the lowest high of the entire downtrend, the hidden bearish divergence that began its development, and there you go. This is why you can't trust this. The trend's too bad. They lost this key 400, 397 level back from February 2024, highs from March 2025. You lost it. So you're just going back to 388.22. And hopefully they can hold it. If not, Mother of God, you got a huge markdown zone. I mean, you got from 388 to 350. That's probably your target. Just like it was when they actually broke 388, back tested key levels. They took it straight there. And then that was it. Just an old all-time high from 2021. Oh my God, could you imagine owning this asset? And it's about, and if it flushes back to 349 again, I know there's an 886 down there. There's a gap fill at 366. We talked about that yesterday. But Imagine owning one of the largest market cap, big tech, successful companies in the world, and you've owned it since December 2021, and you it's like 1,600 plus days, and then you don't make any money. Oh my god, it's like a nightmare, like a literal nightmare for investors of some of these big technology. PLG destroyed, man. I mean, everything metal's destroyed, dude. Welcome to it. Yeah, welcome to blow off tops, mania on silver, standard deviation 10, like mathematically impossible things happened, and it destroyed the entire metals market. It was over, including your PLG, anything. Like, yes, yeah, I lost money on PLG, got out like a long time ago. Like as soon as that big nuke day, I was out, and it sucked. But what are you gonna do, man? Just sit and hold. You gotta have a threshold for tolerance for losses, man. And like PLG was like, oh, the day that dump happened, that was it. Apple, terrible. Like, you know, we got the M shape here, but remember, it failed M shapes turn into extension M shapes. So you'll be testing the 200 soon by the looks of it. Anything below 260 is really sus and sketch. And like, you just think one high and a lower high, and then locally another lower high. I mean, distribution stuff going on. So 237 would be better value, but probably 220 would be the best because of the crab. Remember the crab idea? Like, I know we got the Gartley. Maybe if things turn around tomorrow, we're going to be okay, right? If everything soon now, it better be coming soon. And if not, then 1618 takes you right down to a key inflection zone where there'd be a lot of liquidity down there. That's probably a conservative place to look for an entry on Apple if the market conditions and the macro remains terrible. Audio, music smell. Did it. Thanks so much for being here. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, the build up sub. Don't get mad at me because the market sucked. It's not my fault, dude. I'm just covering them as I do every day. And I try to not just sprinkle in, I try to lather the cake with icing, the icing being tremendous amounts of education and alpha. That's what I'm trying to do. If I am, please let me know. Okay? Be vocal about it. Stop being an effing lurker. Okay? If you just lurk and you don't ever type, you're leeching. Don't be a leech, man. Engage with me. It costs nothing for you. Oh my God, a little bit of energy to type with your fingers via keyboard in the chat. Okay, go eat a piece of cheese. Boom, you got the energy to do it. So let me know if you're getting value out of the stream, if you're enjoying it. Okay? Tired of the dead chat crap? It's stupid. Doesn't make sense. Because guess what? Technical analysis can get you out of poverty, can change your life, can make it to where you don't have to worry about retirement if you do the right thing over the long period of time. Okay? Over a long enough period of time, you do the right thing long enough, you stay engaged with charts, and you don't do stupid things, you can change your life for the better. Having this as a hobby, Tesla, awful. Like, I want to actually puke. If you look at the 4 hour, how disgusting this is. It looks so great on the 4 hour for like destruction. Like, wow, man, it is a perfect distribution pattern. A descending triangle, great touches on the top. Just recently, another one, supply line, and then a base of buying where they are just someone is propping up the price of Tesla so they can offload a massive position, and eventually they will be done absorbing the remaining demand around 388, and then this will be gone. And I think if it plays out the way it looks, you're going way lower, and you're talking about measured move of this is like 350. So just be careful. Tesla looks terrible right now. And then you go to the weekly and you understand why it looks terrible. A bearish Gartley. Remember what happens if we flip this chart over? Oh my God. Bullish divergence on the slightly low harmonic optimum price. And now they've recaptured key levels. Oh my goodness. The upside potential is insane. $300. $300 would be your target on Tesla at this point. If it holds this. Now, if they ever recapture, remember, it's always about the ifs. If they can ever recapture 414.50, we'll have a different tune. We'll have a discussion about it. But as it stands now, look at the weekly. It's still so bad. You're just spending a multitude of weeks regarding key inflection points from history as resistance. I know you're at a local support from November, but I think this is far more important, and this is terrible. This is the last thing you ever want to see as a Tesla bro. Okay? You better pray. That's all I can say. You better pray if you want this thing to be going up anytime soon. They have to recapture 414.50 for me to feel any positive way about Tesla. Until then, you have to say hands off or short Tesla. You have to. The data would dictate my opinion on Tesla. Above 414.50, hey, maybe we're going to be all right. Maybe they can hold it. Maybe it's going to pivot and we're going to go to 469. But until that data comes in, you got to be like more bearish, leaning bearish on Tesla right now. It sucks. Really sucks, man. What's up, Pack Bandits, man? Water times like this, I appreciate it. Dude, there is no... It is always quiet, Grubman. It is always quiet here. It's never hype. Oh my God, not anymore. 2026, 2025, it's F. What's up, blah, blah? You found me a couple days ago. Love the channel. Thank you for watching, man. I can't believe you found me. Like, I'm impossible to find, okay? I'm literally a hidden person on the internet. There is no way to find me. It's crazy. We are the changers up, dude. All right, there's your daily candle close, chat. Daily candle closed. After hours trading has concluded. Overnight trading has begun. Well, let's go to Bitcoin and let us play Jesus Chimes. Oh, that weekly is so depressing, isn't it? Rejecting the weekly right now. Bitcoin confirmed upthrust, confirmed failure to break out. That's all we got right now. Now they might see, the problem is now they could run this effing thing to 73.8, and if they fail again, we're so screwed. They could take it to 73.1 or just 71.7. These are all inflection points. Any failure and reversal there is bad news. Okay. So I'm just, yeah, God, you gotta be like, I don't even know. If you are a crypto only bro, you must be a masochist. You're crazy. There's like making money on this market. Like what? I get shorting a bear flag breakdown. Okay, we'll get ready, wait for another one, you know? Shoot, man. What's up, NNO? Sorry, scrolling. Looking for some chat here. Just hodl wheat. Yeah, dude. Or not wheat. I mean, more so corn, soybeans, the Bloomberg Agriculture Fund. Yeah. So crypto mother fudder. You've been here. You're here. Value has been high for years. Plan on showing these videos to my sons in a couple years so they gradually grow to love for TA. Incredible, man. Get them while they're young. Remember, like, one of our own was 16 when he started watching me. He's the youngest broker on Wall Street now. So he was 16, man. Starts watching the streams. Falls in love with charts. You just never know when that's part of your life, man. It's like, man, I wish when I was 16, I started like paying attention to charts. I didn't give a crap. I was playing video games, playing sports, going to school and church. That was it. That was my life. It was blissful. It was wonderful. I was playing Call of Duty when Bitcoin was invented. World of Warcraft. I wish, you know. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter that much. But like, I wish I could go back and be like, I wish I was more serious when I was younger, like way younger. I got really serious at 22, though. I was all in at 22. So, but it's never too late ever to get involved with this stuff. So, we didn't look at oil. Sorry about that. got a little sidetracked. But U.S. oil, they took it back to the key inflection zone, target 3. Back to target 3. They could not break it. They're trying again. They cannot break it. $100, $99 to $100 is so real. If you didn't believe me before, just keep paying attention to sellers testing or buyers testing it with sellers there, with supply there. If you break $100, it could be a very violent run to 110.55, 115. It could be real bad. It's of an auto, man.
No super chatted $50. What's up, man? Chartzel if you haven't already.
Yeah, energy sector, man. Well, it's too gone for me, right? That thing is nuts. Like, you had maybe a chance. It was near a breakout point. It was a multi-year reaccumulation structure by the looks of it in the end. And now it's just like impulsing higher. Evan Aldo, man, he's a bro. He lives in my building. He's also a trader. He also has YouTube. You can check him out on YouTube. Evan Aldo on YouTube. Really good guy. Okay, we partied together in Vegas with, Brad remembers. We were gooning out with Crypto Face and Tom Crown. And Sam Price a little bit. We didn't goon out with Sam Price, but okay. So that's yeah, we'll definitely look at the XLE maybe right after this or something. But $100, man, that's the big one. If they can break that, we are in a lot of trouble. But for now, thankfully, we have the girdle of million right now protecting us from oil prices above 100. Only real ones will get that reference, that token reference. Okay, so have your alert set up. If Morgoth's forces ever breach millions girdle, they shouldn't be able to ever. Okay, let me see here. Let me check my notes. What was it? Let's see here. Yeah, we had a few more requests. I'm just kind of getting to the heart of some of these assets. Look at the Mag 7s. Just wanted to spend like 2 seconds maybe looking at some of these that are just like really kind of scary. Like if you're looking at like metal miners, it's done, dude. I think the party's over. It's like completely over. Like it shouldn't even matter. Like who cares, right? These things are gone. BBN, who cares? It's over, probably. Like you had your chance. The M shape on the weekly, the dream of all dreams, it was a thing. It was a party. We couldn't believe how godlike it looked. And then it did this. Like from the Ember's Head and Shoulders, from the type 2 return of the M shape, the asset appreciated in value 460%, 890 days. So is it any wonder that it's pulling back now after hitting a key resistance from 2008? Are you kidding? Like, and it may not even be over, but like it'll go in correction mode for a while. So, and then you got the quantum bubble pop that's continuing to dump. Look at this, how nasty that is, bro. Like quantum bubble done. You're coming right back down to 1440, then 1087, $11, and hope to God you hold it. If you don't hold it, wow, you're going to $5. So, yeah, very bad bubble. It was an amazing bubble. There was incredible opportunity down here. Remember QBTS? That was a trade setup, literally at the most responsible area you could have ever dreamed of. Remember? Anyone remember? 1 valley, 2 valleys, 3 valleys with the 3 rising valleys at the pattern completion zone of the shark. You couldn't believe it. Of course, it exceeded all the targets, but sometimes these M shapes turn into mania bubbles. Okay, from literally 85 cents to 46.70. Crazy. When you even had a little Gartley continuation that played out, or even higher. But now it's over. The party's over. If you watch the movie Goodfellas, we are in the egg noodles and ketchup phase. It's over, dude. You are in the witness protection program on quantum computing. Probably a lot of other assets. Or LAC, man. Remember, it was a trade of the year. Goes up 100% overnight. Let's friggin' go. Makes it all the way to 1050. But now look at it. Looks like a Head and Shoulders continuation. They broke the neckline today. It was the lowest daily candle close since September, since the day before the government came in and catalyzed the harmonic framework. Unbelievable. So now targeting for 382. Could get real bad, man. Bubble world. We live in the bubbles. What about Starbucks? Starbucks? It's nasty, dude. I mean, Chop City forever. You're not going anywhere here. You're not going to make money being long-term on Starbucks ever. Oh, the same price it was at in 2019. It goes to $81. Same price it was in 2019. You're not going to make money owning Starbucks. Like as an investor, it's just not going to happen. There's a lot. Like who wants to short laser, dude? Laser, it's time. Probably heading bearish divergence finally. Did we get ourselves a dark cloud cover today? We did. We got ourselves a confirmed dark cloud cover, chat, on laser. Who's got the stones to say, all right, it's probably a decent short, maybe? Did we get a 1618? We'll see. High point to low point. Oh my God. It's a golden mean ratio. They're literally dark cloud covering the golden mean ratio. What the F? In before this is done, dude. Done. Crash incoming stuff. Oh my God. It's insane. Another semiconductor. ABGO looks great for short, but this one looks like if you want to be a very speculative, higher risk bro, you got bearish divergence on the MACD, 1618, and a Japanese candlestick reversal in your hilt. That's pretty wild, man. Again, I'm just looking at some of these, like Domino's Pizza. It's like, hey, welcome to the recession, bro. Welcome to it. See you probably at $300. I love how they bearish sharked it, and then they put in all these lower highs, and then you gotta love the formal bearish back test of this key inflection zone back from 2020. You can see the resistance here, and look at this, like more lower highs, and now you're marking down. You're just waiting for way lower prices. Holy crap, man, it's wits. What? Four string, four stem leather belt.
Crown emoji.
Give me the crowns, man. All the crowns in the world. Thank you so much, dude. We'll melt them down and then we'll short them because my metal's done, right? Party's over. Holy crap, dude. Wits, thanks so much. Session top Jesus now. You have now taken back control of your crown. I mean, there are other ones I looked at. Like, look at this stuff. GIS, General Mills. Dude. General Mills, lowest price seen since December of 2018 today. What? If you go any lower, you're going to be saying lowest price since 2012. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, wow, the recession's already here for some of these assets. Remember OLIP? It was an incredible trade setup, and it played out, hit the last target, and then it ended, and then just lower highs, and now you're resetting, coming right back down to probably $30 again. Whirlpool, that was a failed trade, but yeah, look at that. Since, like, yeah, we looked at this like, dang, dude, you lose 73, targeting for 4470 watts key level from 2011. You see that? Whirlpool, currently, as I'm speaking to you today, lowest price since 2012. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's really, really bad. TSCO, Tractor Supply Company, we're in 2008. Right? Look, a massive distribution structure been ongoing since May of 2024. They broke support. Last point supply, I guess. This is real bad. Lowest price since January 2024. But you're going to see the structure losing 47.69, man. Like that, you got a long way down, man. That is gross. It was beautiful though, because it did look bad. It was like, man, that lower high, you're below the 200. You're testing these supports and you're catching nothing. No bids. It's just wow. What a beatdown. And then this goes across the entire freaking market, man. There's just stuff like this. So I'm just trying to give you the gist of what I'm talking about. Not everything's like this, but tons of stuff like this, man. Yeah, anyway. So, and even like the market drivers, like the Mag 7s, they look pretty terrible, dude. Make of that what you will, okay? Let us look into these requests, all right? One at a time. First come, first serve stuff. First one was, make sure I'm good here. Look at the dragon. 5 minute, whatever you said. ASST for web dev newbie. We said Can company memes become dreams? Strive, oh yeah, striving for being miserable. Yeah, they win. Strive was successful. It's terrible, dude. It's very, very bad. Like right here, there's no structures. That's certain. No structures. Low volume. Garbage. But bro, they round tripped it. Pretty sure this is when they acquired Strive. This is another like reverse merger, like where they take an unprofitable dead company. I think maybe not. Maybe this isn't an IPO in 2023, so maybe it is. Yeah, I don't even know, dude. But this is an asset, digital asset treasury company, Bitcoin. You know, it's like a MicroStrategy ripoff. Like, why even gonna own the ripoff of the ripoff? It's like, hey, dude, let's get Bone Coin, which is a ripoff of Shiba Coin, which is a ripoff of Dogecoin, which is a ripoff of crypto in itself. So you're getting a ripoff of a ripoff, and which is already ripoff. Because why own Bitcoin treasury companies? You can just own Bitcoin, dude. Oh my God. No edge, no structure. It's garbage. I don't know why you'd ever put your money in garbage like this. It doesn't make any sense to me, technically either. So, but you're just like, but dude, it hit a support. Yeah, it literally pump and dumped, and now hit a level that it hadn't seen since December 2024. Great, dude. Great, dude. Don't be coming in here begging, dude. You're probably some Indian in India scamming. No one cares, okay? We're not going to give you anything. Lubna. So take it back to the phones, okay? Just start calling people. Good God. Annoying. Anyway, good luck. ASST. Oh my God. Did I not? It doesn't matter. There's nothing to look at. Doesn't matter. This is the board. Okay, pump and dump. It's the support. Doesn't matter. No structure. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't even matter. I didn't even need to show you the chart. It was pathetic. No action take. You want to own Bitcoin? Own Bitcoin. Or BitX. You want leverage? Who cares about ASST? BMES for Sharknonymous. We're trying to find gold. Man, BlackRock Health Services. Hasn't been good for the Black Rocks, the Black Stones, the Owls. Oh my God, it's terrible. It's like water falling. Oh. Jeez, dude. It looks like a scam. Like IPO'd and dude, it's like the guy with the kid with the plaid shirt who's smiling with braces on meme. I'm gonna IPO in January 2020 and destroyed, right? You IPO at 20, you immediately within like a month or less lose half your value. I know you V-shaped, whatever. Bubble. What didn't V-shape and bubble to all-time highs? Literally everything. To me, it looks terrible. Like, it doesn't even matter, right? There's no evidence of accumulation at all by anyone. No one, dude. There's only evidence of massive distribution ongoing. They're pulling the plug constantly. Look at your high, your lower low, your lower high, your lowest low, your lower high, whatever. Same high rivaling that one, confirming these two highs are lower than these highs. Then a lower low than previous low, actually the lowest low ever. And then a rally, and guess what? The lowest high of all time. And now rolling over, looking to probably targeting for 13 bucks again. You'll probably get there. I'm not going to be stern about this. Guess what? 235,000 volume, untradeable, garbage, trash. Not even worth even trying to plot lines here or target or anything. It's so miserable, dude. Good God. I guess it's like this. Probably like that. Up thrust failure. Back in. See it 1153 eventually. Get effed. Sorry, Sharknonymous. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm sorry. We're cool though, hopefully, right? Just inverse the chart. Yeah, so don't throw up. That's right, dude. That's right. Sure thing, dude. Tough love. That's all we give here. Yeah, Wayne Batson, the UK boomers are very scary. I can't even imagine the UK boomers. Like, they just gave up the entire country. It's never happened in the history of the United Kingdom since King Egbert the First, right? The first king of England, Egbert. No generation of people that are English natives have ever done what they're doing in the UK until now. English UK boomers destroyed the UK completely demographically. It's so insane, dude. Holy crap. I don't even want to talk about it. Wow, I'm just gonna get pissed off. Emez, and then the next request was Nat Gas or Mark. Is it Mark or Market? Market Uzi. I mean, it's up 5%. I don't know, dude. It's almost like the VIX. It's like, how do you even trade this, dude? Yeah, UK Karens, of course, too. Yeah. Dude, you look at this and it's like, what's up, Gummy Man?
Gummy tipped $25. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at GCTS? Went from 55 to $1 but couldn't ignore Gartley down there. Thanks, brother.
Sounds like a winner to me, Gummy. Maybe there's some value there. How's it going to perform, though, if the index funds want to correct 5-10% more, right? Thank you, dude. We'll look. Okay, so we're looking at nat gas, definitely down in the basement, right? They took it back down to some level, right? 268. It's been support before reversal. Yeah, big spring back test 2002. So I guess that's probably the level. A little bit of bullish divergence, maybe. It's tough, man. Like, risk management wise, I don't even know how. This thing is so volatile. It's so like. It's tough, dude. It's tough. I guess the closer you are to 267, I guess the closer you are to maybe a key level. You know, stuff like this going on with the war, and then it round trips. This is late January. I think maybe this was a blizzard or something. See, I don't know. Like, high risk profile, crazy swings, extremely news driven. If it stays above 267, given enough time, maybe you're targeting for 389. But I just don't know, man. Like, this is probably a day trader's thing more than anything. Maybe with $3, it's tight stuff. But that gap probably going to fill, you know, I don't know. There's no like really powerful structure at a key level. So if there's not that, I don't think you can say you have an edge. It's just beaten down and near a support, and maybe it bounces because of that, right? Because it's at levels it's been before, but it rallies. Okay, so next request was, already did that one for Zay. We talked about AVGO. ZSL Gang for Grub. Then XLE for Evan. Yeah, XLE, high flyer, gone, man. Like a freight train. Gone like the wind. Gone like there's war in the middle effing east. Right, you're at these, you're just straight line. I mean, like, there's no pullbacks, there's no structure, right? Without structure, we cannot strategize. We cannot. What we can do is just from the highest point to lowest point, we can understand that they have exceeded a golden mean ratio, making this even more extreme. If they keep it going, there's just 60. You're in price discovery, so it's 60, 65, 70, 75. A 2618 fib extension, 6850, 69 for the memes. But that's to the extent of how far we can take this XLE. Now, you could be crazy as F and be like, old high from 2014, the oil glut beginning to the 2020 low, and then you'd have other targets that are also up there. You got the 1414 that is confluent with that more local Fibonacci anchoring. So $67, $68 might be your confluence spot. But again, with this going on, I'm not like fresh long. Nah, dude, there's nothing you can do. There's no strategy involved. There's no way to manage your risk. Pullbacks could happen anytime, and you're just asking to get wrecked in the short term if you're just trying to FOMO in up here. But hey, yeah, the 68 maybe, 60, 65, 67, 68, 75. Those would probably be your longer term targets, I guess. But yeah, a pullback would be welcome, just to, you know, maybe reset oscillators and stuff. It's been wild, man. So that's your XLE. Incredible. Only sector been doing things. And guess what? Oil stocks doing well. They're all positive. The problem with oil stocks is like, you've got a macro that doesn't look good, and then like there at some time oil stocks will recouple with the macro, and that's what I worry about. You just gotta wonder. It's, I guess, in the end, all eyes tonight, tomorrow, coming days, gonna be on the $99, $100 US oil. Above 100, we could see a 110.55 oil very, very fast. There's no liquidity between 100 and 110. So just like we saw that Sunday night, a couple of Sunday nights ago, straight line up there, straight down. So yeah. Thank you again, Evan. What's up, bro? You're still here anyway. All right. GCTS for Gomi. Caught up on the requests. GCT Semiconductor Holdings. What happened, man? Did they not get the memo that semiconductors were doing things? This looks like a classic scam. Classic IPO scam. Like where their numbers weren't in line or something. They report earnings in a week. Low volume, dead asset. You know, you're like, probably, oh, is that a Garley? Is that an M-share? Were they even making the market anymore? That's too deep for a shark pattern. Yeah, you hit an 886. You put in a higher low. I just, like, you know, it's, you can get cute down here, but I don't know. Like, I'm not interested in assets like this. Maybe, hey, dude, you want to play it? Go for it. You probably don't want to end up below $1. If it plays out, 172, but you got earnings, remember? And assets that look like this probably never make money, like ever. Correct. This asset, GCTS, this company, every 3 months, they report earnings, and guess what? Every 3 months, they report that they never make money. They always lose money. So when your macro looks bad and your fundamentals are, wow, we don't make money. Who's putting their money? Like, what composite operator out there is genuinely like, hey man, I can't wait to like buy into an asset with less than 2 million volume that clearly is in debt. This is like debt decay. Like, they're just decaying away, man. I mean, maybe you look out and trading range hits 172 again, because that's what they've been doing, but that'd be a trade. I guess that'd be it. Ain't no one here probably long-term investing in this, but hey, who knows? Maybe it is the composite man down here. Maybe he is assuming a position, conducting a buying campaign. Maybe. Who am I to say he's not, right? Moral relativism, financial relativism. Trading range, that's all we can say. It's a joke. They never make money. It's a long-term death chart, and this is all we have. Okay, that's all I can give you. It's a range, and they're holding the range bottom, and they've recaptured the complete range bottom zone. And if they were gonna rally it like they had done before, 172 would be a target, and that's as far as I can take it. But 7 days till earnings report, so who knows then, right? That's all I got for you. All right, we did it, man. We got through the requests. It is rainy, it is gloomy, it is cold in Miami. So the exact same conditions outside here that we had on the markets today for metals, for crypto, for stocks. Some individual assets look like they're already in a depression. So we'll just keep monitoring the markets. Pray to God buyers can recapture 73.8 on Bitcoin. Otherwise, we're screwed again. So thanks so much for everything, chat. I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.